Leuphana Professional School is very happy to host this program. I think it's a very innovative program, bringing together two key elements of modern politics, human rights on the one side and governance on the other side. We think that the experience we made at Leuphana University as a university for the 21st century is essential to bring together people, but also knowledge and ideas.
I hope that all of our graduates will become change makers. They will make a difference in their professional lives, in their private lives, in the near future, wherever they work, whether they work for a civil society organization, for an international organization, for the governance, or particularly for business and the private enterprise, that they can make a little difference when it comes up to take decisions and make these decisions human rights compliant.
Actually, it's one of the first programs I've ever seen with that name, and when I saw it, I actually decided that's exactly what I wanted to study, human rights. Well, in my country, where I come from, in Mexico, there are so many violations of human rights, and I think it's possible to do something about it. You can start with yourself, so I'm starting with myself, and then I can go back to my country to do something about it and to fight for it.
Because I'm very interested in finding ways to deal with a more fair connection between humans and nature, and international slavery interests me a lot, and I found that governance and human rights, the combination, would give me the tools to find ways to deal with the unfairnesses in this world.
Well, my key motivation stems mainly from my past experience. I mean, as a student activist back in the days at the university, I noticed that many stakeholders really have good ideas for change, but lack some of the necessary skills or theoretical models that could inform their activism. And it is, in my opinion, necessary to get this theoretical knowledge, which in turn informs, practical action in terms of what should or what shouldn't at all be done in order to attain objectives which initially are set by those in the different activities.
Human rights are the most important basis for governance, because without human rights you can't get a good governance, and therefore it's, from my point of view, it's very great that so many young people are ready to study this question, this international question, and it can be a big support for politicians that they get a legal framework, and not only the legal framework but also proposals for implement what are in the decisions, for example, of the Human Rights Council in Geneva.
Because it is important in a globalized world that you get yourself informed, but you also get yourself active in implementing human rights.